Hello, everyone. Welcome to 360-degree show hosted by Transcontinental Times. Today, we are going to be talking about art, passion, and struggle with international belly dancer Oscar Flores, based in Madrid. Thank you so much, Oscar, for being with us today.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here. I'm so excited for start our interview because it's a real. I'm really happy to share with you this part of our life and the project. It's a very nice.
Yeah, I'm also very happy. I think this chat will be very, very interesting for so many people. So let's start. I know you are dancing since you are very, very young. How you discover belly dance? I'm curious about that.
I start dancing flamenco. Okay,
Yeah.
in the hometown to I born, we have 22 different communities to immigrants. You know, to Argentina is a big country with many communities of immigrants over the world, and we have one big celebration every year to is the party of the immigrant. In this day, all the communities prepare the traditional dances, the traditional food, and this party is 1 week long. I start to dance in the Andalusian house, dancing flamenco, and I start to make theater and musical theater. In this moment, I prepare the musical about Las Cosas del Querer. It's a very famous movie from Spain. I made one musical, and I work in this musical 3 years, performing inside to the different theaters in Patagonia. In a moment, I start to write one history about one Egyptian king and the lover. My inspiration was Aida, the opera Aida.
Yeah, Verdi.
And I write one history about this. In this moment, my sister, she's older than me, she are dancing in the Arabic community of my hometown. And she say, "Oh, you dance. Why you don't come to dance with us? Because we need more boys dancing because we are so many girls and we don't have too much boys to dance."
That's true.
Arabic dance, and in this moment I start to dance dabke and saidi, you know, the folk dances inside to the community. And I discovered the Oriental dance, I discovered the belly dance. And I have a lot of curiosity about this. With my community, we traveled to Buenos Aires to the first festival to Amir Taleb in 1999. And in this first festival, I discovered the Oriental dance. Also, I discovered Amir Taleb, and this is a very nice surprise. And Amir made one lottery, you know, put all the names of the people inside to one box and say, okay, I will choose one girl and one boy from each province, and these persons come to the stage for perform with a live orchestra. In this moment, you know, with a normal clothes, because we are in the workshop. And I never danced before alone. Always I dance dabke, you know.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a surprise because when Amir Talib say, "Oscar from Chubut," Chubut is my province, I say, "Oh my God." And now, because I never dance alone, and I go to the stage and I say, "Can you give me one stick?" And I say, "Yes, take your stick." And I work with Osvaldo Brandam. He's a very famous percussionist. And I say, "Please, I just know how to dance with a stick. Play something for me." He took one Saidi, and I danced my Saidi, and Amir look at me and say, "Oh, it's interesting. If you want to continue learning in my school, I will give you one space in my troupe for dance in my troupe." And I say, "Yes, but in this moment of my life, I have my work in my town. I have my studio in my town. I have all my life." I say, "No, I'm crazy. I don't want to go to live in Buenos Aires." Amir say, "Okay, but if you want to come, every time you can, my school is open for you." I say, "Okay, thank you so much." 1 month later, Amir come to my city to make one big show with live orchestra for the Arabic community. And the community called me and say, Oscar, you want to dance with Amir and with your sister? And I said, yes, of course. And this was my first show. In the
Wow, it
same
was
night
just luck,
to
no? It was just luck, and the light put you on the way. They said, "They
yes,
put you." Boom.
yes, in this moment, change all. This lottery, this small lottery, change all. Because in this moment, I discovered that I can make something different. After this, I start to continue working with my small school in my town. I start to work in a bank in Argentina. I'm an economist. I work 10 years in a big bank in Argentina. And I have another lucky option to every month travel to Buenos Aires for take lessons about to the bank, about to my career, my economic career. Every week, every month when I travel to Buenos Aires, I take lessons in the Amir Taleb School. Finally, I have friends in Buenos Aires, and I say, oh, Buenos Aires is more easy for the artist life. And finally, 3 years later, I moved to live in Buenos Aires, and I start to learn every day in the school of Amir and dance in his troupe. And this was a very nice part of my life.
Amir Taleb, for people who doesn't know him, is a very, very important belly dancer in Argentina. He's an international master teacher that is traveling all around the world, and a big reference for all the community of Oriental dancers. So from here, we are sending him greetings.
Yes. Always when I have the interviews, always for me it's very important show my gratitude to my master.
Yeah, that's very important.
Later, the personal relationships maybe doesn't work because we are friends of all the people. We have different part of our life. Now, for many years, I don't have contact with him, but I respect a lot him because he started and he changed my life. And this is so important for me. I never forget the people to give me the opportunities. The people come and go to your life because these people need give you something, need teach you something, and this is part of our evolution. For me, Amir is one of the more important people in my life. Also, I don't have too much contact with him, but for my career, for my history.
Yeah, because also when you start to make your own work, finally we as artists, finally life is not easy. I mean, we are surrounded by many activities, and continuing with relation with all the people that was in our way sometimes is pretty difficult.
Yes.
But I think also that gratitude to the teachers is very important, because teaching is something that good teachers give with all their hearts. It's something that is coming from inside, from our soul, and we give the things just really with passions and with love. So when you find of course in this way people that is not showing gratitude, it's really sad for teachers.
Yes.
So
yes,
yeah.
always
I think we all
say,
face that.
It's not about the relationships, it's about your history. It's about the respect you have about to your master, because this person, for me, Amir, in the time to Amir start his career, is so brave, because he's a man tried to dance Oriental dance many years ago to the people no understand our art, and also he's so brave because he opened the door for all the dancers to come and later.
Exactly, that was one of my questions for you. How was to be a male belly dancer? Because it is difficult still today. There is men are facing more problems than women that are also facing many problems being belly dancers. Tell me a little bit about that, about your experience.
The first time was more difficult. Not in my community, because in my community all the people know me. I work in a model every week. I work in any activity. I work on TV in the fashion model. I dance flamenco. I dance with the Arabic community. I work in the theater. I'm so famous in my town. For this, no, this time don't be too much difficult for me. But when I move to another cities, another province, yes, the people is not too much ready. We have one very lucky season about to the one telenovela so famous in Brazil. The name is El Clon.
Yes, I know it. We all know that. It was amazing.
This telenovela opened a lot of the mentality of the people about to the belly dance and the oriental dance. All the people want to dance. For this, in this moment, we have the Dancing with the Star in TV, and Dancing with the Star put one of the rhythm about to the oriental dance. Of course, this is no oriental dance. It's a TV show. You know, the people dance like naked. We don't have any contact with this. But this was so famous in this moment in our country. And in this TV program, dance one man and one woman together in a couple. For this, the people open the mentality and say, oh, dance is for men and women. You know, this helped us a lot. I have one not too very nice experience when I work in Egypt in one festival, I think 5 or 6 years ago. Because the same year, I don't know if you know, I think you know, because you work in Egypt many times. This year, in one festival, the police come to the festival and arrest many people, many men, because say, the men don't need dance, belly dance, and this is a big scandal on TV. Okay, 2 months later, I have the opportunity to work in one festival. And the organizers don't say nothing about this. The organizers just say, okay, prepare your music, give me the list of the song of the orchestra. And finally, go the first night and say, no, today you don't perform. Okay. Second night, no, today you not perform. Finally, the last night, say, okay, you will perform tonight. Okay, I'm ready. Half hour before to the show, say me, okay, you will perform with CD because the orchestra can't play for you. I say, half hour before, how is possible? And this night, close the doors of the room and I perform just for the students. Why? Because I have 2 police in the doors controlling to nobody can to the room, because I can have a big problem if the people watch to I am dancing belly dance in a night show. For this, the people say me, okay, please dance one tango and then dance one oriental piece. But we need save. If somebody asks, we have one video of you dancing tango. You know, and this is a big pressure on my shoulders. Later, the next day, the organizer explained me all the situation and what happened in this moment in Egypt. You know, this was one of my more difficult times about to the control and about to the restriction for the men.
Yeah, because in Egypt, even the women are facing now problems dancing the situation. Political situation has become very, very difficult for dancers. And I must to say that when I was working in Egypt, the environment or cabarets is not the same as it was like, I don't know, maybe 20 years ago. You cannot compare 15 years ago with what dancers are facing right now. There is very, very difficult to make to make a good life, because so many shows, the people that go to see you doesn't have mentality that you are an artist. That's the problem. For them, you are the dancer, and being a dancer there is not such a good thing, no? So, and being a male, I can imagine that there it has to be difficult. Fortunately, here in Europe or it's easier. People is open-minded, and I think it will be. It is going to be more easier, no, for you, another male, to be artist. But anyway, you are talking about Egypt. I know you have been traveling so many countries, more than 20, 24 or something. I was counting.
More. 2 years ago, I visited 26 countries just in 1 year.
Wow.
This was the more crazy year of my
Yeah,
life.
I think it's not easy not to live that kind of life, no, all the time with a suitcase, and maybe one day you are awakened and you, where I am, I'm in
Yes.
Panama, or I'm in where I am.
After this year, I finished sick. I have one big stress in my body, and I need to stop for a few months. I after this, I have a very difficult month in my head. My body say stop,
Yeah,
stop.
I can understand.
Was a little difficult, but
Yeah,
I have a very nice memories. I'm so happy about, I'm so grateful about to the life to I have the last 10 years. It's
yeah.
so magic.
You were living in China for a while. Tell us a little bit about, because you were telling me that you were working in a company, in a dance company. Tell us about this project that for me was amazing.
This project is another of the point to change my life and change my mentality and change my spiritually.
Spirituality.
Yes, spirituality. Because one day I received one email to say, oh, okay, we are the more biggest festival around the world, and we have to you come to our festival. Our festival is in 1 month. If you have the date with another festival, please tell us, and we prepare all for you for make this date free. And say, these people is crazy. I have the date with another organizer, and I say to the organizer, these people want to speak with you, and this festival pay to the another organizer for make free my date for go to China.
Wow.
This is the first time I visit China with many,
Like a friend.
yes, because I
I
don't
know
know
with these
who is
people
these
is
people.
going to do with me.
When I come to China, in a moment, this festival was in a 5-star hotel, big in Shanghai. We have 1,000 students. It's a big, huge festival. In the elevator, we have TVs with my pictures and my videos. And I say, what happened here? Really, I don't understand what happened. I visit China just for 2 days. In these 2 days, I made 4 workshops and 3 gala shows. This was crazy for me. I don't understand nothing, because in this moment, also, I don't speak English, I have one interpreter to speak Spanish and Chinese, but I don't understand nothing. This is like a dream. Okay, I finished my work in China, back to Argentina, and the organizer write me and say, Oscar, we want to have you again here in 1 month for make one promotional tour. If the tour is good, we will offer you one big contract for come and work around to 28 different cities of China.
Amazing.
And I say, okay, let me prepare and try to make free the dates for visit China. I visit China the second time for 15 days, and I made one tour for 7 cities. In this moment, I have magazines with my covers, people with my pictures, with Gap with my pictures,
I
with
can
shirts
imagine
with my
that,
pictures.
because China is like that, no? They are very fun on
I'm like a Ricky Martin in China in this moment. This was crazy for me. The tour was so successful and offered me one big contract. I made one troupe in China, and finally I moved to live in China, because the first year I start to work, I travel between China and Argentina 7 times, and each travel is around to 32 hours traveling in plane, because it's 28 hours. Yes, it's so far. For this 7 times traveling between China and Argentina is crazy. I say, okay, I will accept move to China finally. And I moved and live in China 2.5 years. This was one very nice experience. I learned how to speak Chinese. I teach my workshops in Chinese.
Wow, but that's difficult language, huh?
It's a very difficult language, but I'm so happy because now in my online school, I have some Chinese students to live in USA, and I practice my Chinese now in my class. This was very nice because I discovered many cities is not open for tourists. also in many cities, it's the first time to the people watch in live one foreigner man, you know, with barb. The people come, and the first reaction of the Chinese people come to take my barb, you know.
Oh, really?
This was so you know, different for me. You walk on the street and the people take pictures of you just because you are different, not because you are famous.
Yeah.
It's a very nice part of my life. Finally, I start to have so many allergies because the pollution in China is so big, the food is different. I have allergies to the air. I have allergies in my nose, to the spices, honey, to the fish and the seafood. Finally, the last months in China was too difficult for me because I can't breathe. For this, I decided
to move
outside. And I traveled 9 months around to many countries. I lived 3 months in Istanbul, 2 months in Japan, 3 months in Spain, and I decided Spain is the good option.
No? No, and look at listening you now, how life has changed, no? Because now with the situation of that we are facing this international pandemic, and the situation has completely changed our way of thinking, our way of moving. How are you facing now this situation? How is a situation in Spain? How do you feel that situation is in Spain and abroad? Because for artists, it's not been an easy moment.
I think too many artists are loose, you know, because if you not prepare one strategic in your life before to this situation, in the middle of the situation is so complicated to see the light.
Yes.
You know, I don't know, maybe because I'm economist and I have another career about to analyze one company, you know, and I never see my career like a one person dancing. Always I see my career like a company, you know. I'm one little company and I need made one product and I need offer my product and sell my product for this.
Yeah.
For me, this pandemic time give me the time for develop new ideas to I have, but I never have the time for prepare before. For example, 4 years ago, when I was living in China, many students write me because want to continue learning with me, but in China, internet is blocked. You can access to China, and from China we can go outside. And in this time, I have one meeting with the president of CID UNESCO. This is the apartment of the dance from the UNESCO. You know, this is it's like a group with different kind of art, and the CID give you like one signature to this have one quality, one level for your art. And I say, look, I want to prepare one universal school to the people over the world can join this platform and continue learning with me. And in this moment, the president say me, you are crazy. The people don't learn dance in online system.
Yeah, that's what all the people thought. Imagine that.
And I'm so sad in this moment. And after a few months, I continue with this idea, writing my emails. Can you give me the green light? Can you give me? And finally, say me, okay. 2 years ago, say, okay, you can make 70% present, 30% online, just 30% online. I say, okay, I will start to record my classes. I will start to find the platform for create all this. And 5 months later, the pandemic blocked all our work.
Look at how planning is important in life. Yeah, and having a focus and go for and be also innovative. No, just thinking what other people hasn't think. Although online was something that it was working very well for another teachings, because especially Americans are very good on that, and they had developed so much, and also a lot of platforms for creating online courses. Yeah.
Yes, but this is my experience, you know. But I'm so lucky to have now the time, because if I can travel, if I can teach every week in one country, in one festival, I take my time for me for prepare the classes, for record the program, because it's a huge project. I
Yes.
need record 450 classes, because for made one international certification by CID UNESCO, he say, first condition, 3 levels of 150 classes each one.
Good. That's very
It's
complete, but it's very nice for people.
It's a very hard for the
Very
teacher
huge work.
prepare. Can you imagine? It's 450 classes.
Yeah, I can
Sometimes,
imagine. I know.
sometimes
I
the
can't
students
imagine.
ask, okay, this month I have 4 classes. Can you say me which class I have in 1 month? Just 4 classes, and the teachers are thinking, okay, this month we dance Saidi and we dance this and we dance this. 450. I need to
Yeah,
prepare the
plus that when
program.
you are working online, you have to work much more than you are in present, no, on the
Yes.
way, because it's much more difficult. We all have realized how hard it is to create content for networks. That's something that we have all learned in this pandemic time. Some people, another we discovered before, but it's very hard to prepare
It's
content
very
when it's
hard.
like lock, no? You cannot go
Yes,
back and
you need to
return next
prepare
day and
your book with the topics of the day, the music you will have, how many steps you will use in this choreo or in this class. Later, you need check to the video have a good quality. Later, you need edit the video, and later you need
exactly.
upload the video for the platform for the students. It's a 15 times more difficult
Yes,
to
it is.
make the live class. But I'm so happy because this is another part of my life. I'm very positive person. I live very hard situations in my life. I'm alone because when you are traveling around the world, you always are alone. When I tell you I'm very sick about to after this experience traveling too much. The doctors don't know if I have cancer because
Wow.
my body start to have some signals so bad. I have a huge contract with them for traveling for different festivals. And I say, look, she's my friend. I say, I'm a little sick. I don't know what happened with my
Mm,
body. I need cancel the festivals. And she say me, if you don't go, I don't go because you are my friend.
mm,
And these festivals are so big. And I say, I need make this work. And I work taking pills. And finally, after 4 months traveling, I can visit the special doctor, and the doctor say, okay, we checked your health. Finally, thank you God, is no cancer. This was a big stress. And I need make one treatment for recover myself. And now I'm okay. But all this situation, I live alone.
yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's the life of artists is hard, especially artists that travel so much and
mm,
yeah. But now what we are seeing is also collaboration, no, between artists and supportive support between artists, and that's the last topic we are going to touch today in this interview. That is that new project that you have created called Danzarte, that is
yes,
involving so many artists from Spain.
from Spain.
Yeah, that
I'm
is
so excited about this. This project will finish now this Sunday. Last year, we made the experience in the first part of the pandemic time. We made 4 different programs with 15 different dancers of Spain, and this was so nice because I have the opportunity to discover the great artists to have in this country. Because I say I moved to live in Spain. We don't have festival. I don't have the opportunity to meet with the people for know the level of the artists here, for know who are dancing each style. I have a curiosity for know the artists for this. And one day I'm thinking, I say, oh, this is a great idea because this is one opportunity to all have for discover the another artist we have near to us. Because sometimes we don't take the time for look another artist because we are so worried about our own
Yeah,
career, you know. For this,
that's
I
true.
say in this moment, it's a very nice made the online shows with just Spanish dancer, because this is our opportunity to watch and discover. And after this experience, I'm thinking, okay, we need to continue. In October of the last year, I have a very ugly situation with. I made one challenge, and the people don't understand my words, and the people think to I'm, I take one position about to the feminist or masculine
Yes, I remember that
vision,
was very
and in this
crazy
moment,
because
yes,
working in this environment, we are completely out
I
of that.
just say we are free for dance, but dance with art. You know, I need dance. I need show you my dance, not my body for you, for show you my level or show you my art finally. And the people say, oh, blah, 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 and start to make a big discussion. And I understand in this moment, too many people don't have the enough information about the styles to we have in the Oriental dance. Because the people today in the social media just receive the information about the cabarets of Cairo or the nightclubs of dancers, you know. And I say it's a very important make one educational information for the people, but free, because the people in this moment uh, are thinking about the situation. I don't have work. I'm stopped my work. I can pay for classes. I don't know this artist. Why I will pay for this artist if I don't know? I say, okay. In marketing, always we analyze we say, when Dolce Gabbana made a new perfume, you go to the shopping mall and you receive one test, small, and you try this in your skin, and if the perfume is good for you, you will go and buy the perfume.
Okay,
Here is
exactly.
the same.
You need to show what you are doing for people can check if they like
Exactly.
your work.
You know, it's a very important, because we will back to the personal classes.
Yeah.
Maybe in few months more, we will back to the schools. And if the students have the opportunity to check your system, for check how you teach, how you explain, how you move inside to the class, the students say, okay, I will pay for you, because I really
Exactly.
I feel contact with you, I feel connection with your system. And I say, okay, I propose to this group of artists from Spain, why we don't make one workshop, one small workshop or one big workshop, and one gala show, but not just the gala show for dance. No, 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 no. With contents, you know, with variety, with many options. We need to show to the people if we are in this case 32 different artists, each one is different, and each one teach one different topic and dance one different topics. And it was amazing, because we
Yeah.
have so many people every day watching the videos and writing, and this is very nice. I'm so happy with this experience.
This create a nice community and many people involving and showing what belly dancing is all about and how oriental dance is rich, super rich.
Yeah,
And people doesn't
we
know
have
that.
so many flavors, you know, we have so many flavors. And also we dance Oriental dance, we dance the golden era, we dance fusion, tribal fusions, different styles of tribal fusion, and
Yes.
we have more for sure, because also we don't play too much with the folk styles, but we have so many different flavors in the Oriental dance. For me, it's a pleasure make this is like an online festival, you know,
Yeah.
because we give to the people education, we give to the people information. The workshops was amazing. Many teachers prepare the classes with pictures, with information, with a theoretical part, and I'm so excited about this. I'm so grateful with all the artists to accept my idea to make this, because this is not for me, not for you, this is for our community. This is the first time we are part of one group of people to think
Yeah.
same to you and work together, you know, and this is nice.
That's amazing. And just for finishing, I would like to ask you which will be your advice for a person that is thinking on dedicating his or her life to belly dance in this complicated situation, or that is going to be always struggles no on the way, but which will be your advice?
I speak with one of my students. You know, all the last year, the people have hope to this year, which was different, and this year is not different. This year is very similar to the last year. And when the people discover to this year is similar to the last year, lost the passion, you
Uh-huh.
know? And I have so many students to write me or call me and say, "Oh, Oscar, I feel too, I don't have the same energy." And I say, you need have double energy, because this time can change your perspective about the dance. I asked to one student, okay, in one normal year, how many festivals you can visit? And she said, oh, I work, I need collect the money. Maybe in 1 year I visit 3 festivals for perform and take lessons. And I say, okay, this means to you dance just 3 times in 1 year, because she's one student, you know? And she said, yes, usually I dance in 3 shows over in all the year. And I say, okay, but now you have every weekend 5, 6 online shows. You have every week, you have different competitions over the world with different teachers, with different prizes. If you are smart, you join all the activities. You join the online shows. Why? Because this grow you. Because you need prepare one music, you need prepare one style. You never dance the same choreo, and this give you training for prepare yourself for be part of the show. If you participate in the online competitions, you grow more because you have the pressure on your shoulders to the teachers are looking at you for make the corrections. For this, I say to the people, this is one time to give us the opportunity to grow. The teachers need to learn more because need prepare one class, and this class will be online forever. You know, for this we need to be sure about to how I teaching. And for the students, it's a big opportunity to grow and dance more, because in the normal life, you can dance every weekend. Now you can do it because you have a many online platforms for participating in online shows. And if you participate in competitions, you have the opportunity to watch and learn with so many teachers. And this
Yeah.
is, you know, if I say you, I'm a very positive person. For always, we have two sides. You can say, okay, this is good and this is bad. I prefer look the good, you know, and be grateful about this, because this is the only way to we have the enough energy for continue, you know, and be more
Mhm.
creative and be clean, you know. I try to not look too much the negative things, because all these things catch you, you know,
Yeah,
and
and
finally after you
you are
finish
not
the day,
focused. No, you lose your
yeah,
focus, and finally you spend the energy that you need for create and
yes,
for being productive. Dancers or artists are always giving good energy to people, and they are inspiring people. So if you are lost in your bad energy, finally you
yes.
cannot push others to grow.
Finally, I told you before, I look myself like a product.
Mhm.
Coca-Cola. Some people like Coca-Cola, some people don't like Coca-Cola. Okay, Oscar Flores. Some people like Oscar Flores, some people don't like Oscar Flores, but this is my product, not my life.
Uh-huh, exactly.
If
Yeah.
you can separate this, the artist to you show to your audience, to you, your energy, and you know to you are a good person and you are a happy person and you have your friends and your time with your family. This is you. The another part is just the small part of your life to the people watch in the social media, and the
Mhm.
people can like or no. Okay, it's the decision of the people. You can change this. You know, it's the same for Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola is one product. You have Pepsi. You have another brands to offer the same. Here's
Yeah.
the same. You know, some people like my art. Some people don't like my art. But I'm so happy. You know.
yeah, finally, you are inspiring, you are creating, you are giving opportunities. So thank you so much for sharing with us these moments, this morning here in Spain. And I'm very glad that you were with us. And my best wishes for your next and future projects.
Thank
And
you so much.
we will be on track.
I hope you can continue working with us always, because I really like your art. I told you in the chatting before to start the program, for many years when I was living in Argentina, I start to see your instructional videos in YouTube, and I say, oh my God, one day I want to visit Alarde, because Alarde for me remains in my mind like
Yeah,
a nice school, you know, in Madrid.
yeah.
And I'm so happy to have in contact with you and working near to you, because you have one very nice career and very nice name here in Spain, and this is very nice for me.
Thank you so much, Oscar. So see you very soon, and thank
Very
you
soon.
all of you for watching. Let's wait for next videos in Transcontinental Times. Bye bye.